Hello, myself Sonal Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing one of the topic that is city creation. In city creation, basically we are discussing one of the topic that is vitamins. In vitamins, basically we are talking about one of the topic that is connected with the creations. Basically, I will take one example. Basically, one of the universe person basically told one story. Basically, he start keeping the story. He's keeping the story. He's keeping the story. Keeping the story means he's telling the story basically, and that story basically was connected with one of the city of Vadodara city. Assume that basically that is connected with Vadodara city. He started, slowly basically, the two juniors person basically starting communicating with each other. They are talking, they are talking, they are talking. First they connected to this planet, then basically they connected to that planet. According to the story basically, first they connected to those planet basically who created the Earth planet. Then they connected to Earth planet according to the story energy basically. Then they connected to the India land basically. Then they connected to the Gujarat land basically. Then they connected to the Vadodara land basically. So one of the person told that like this basically the things are possible basically. Then one of the universe person told that basically according to the blood cells basically that is possible basically. So that is this basically. India, Gujarat, Vadodara city stories. What is actually the story basically? Then he told that basically that need to check basically how Vadodara city land is created and is getting created basically. That is also very so one of the person told that this everything control basically is with the king family basically. King family, kings and kings and queens family families groups are handling this story basically. So they are responsible for this story basically. So world creation basically happened. That is also one of the story. Universe design basically is connected with the world basically. That is also one story. Planet creation happens basically. That is also one of the story. World system basically that is basically the cricket, Bollywood, software companies, malls, power company, energy company, nuclear power company, gods, education system basically. These all are basically connected with the stories. So one of the person told that basically one of the person told that is this basically possible basically this is possible basically one this type of thing basically which you are telling basically practically that is possible basically. Then they told that basically universe group basically can do this basically. They can connect live basically and that is basically given as a name of a communication channel basically. That is basically in Earth planet basically they have given one name basically that is communication channel. That is basically given name as a communication channel. So two universe people basically are talking. They are communicating. They are basically communicating. Slowly they connected to the Vadodara land basically. Slowly they connected to the Vadodara land. They want to access one person's blood cells basically and their energy basically directly basically, and they basically directly taken the data from their communication channel and they basically connected with stories. Then one of the person told that basically one single human basically can do this basically. Then he told that basically that possibilities basically are not there basically, but that is a universe group basically. They can do anything. They can take the data through their power also. So this design basically which you can see basically just now basically that is actually the design of universe. That is the design of universe. and that design is basically created on the basis of stories. And universe design basically is equal to planets creation, and planets are equal to set of stories. And here basically earth planet basically is creating ongoing earth planet equal to stories. So one of the person told that means it's a one group basically, right? Basically then he told that yes, basically it's a one group only basically who are handling this type of stories basically. They have created heroes, they have created villains. So world basically is connected with set of stories, that also you can say, and that is basically real basically. It's not Bollywood basically, it's not Hollywood basically, it's not serial basically, but that is a real stories basically. That is real story, real energies, real stories and real energies. In previous example, basically I had taken example of John Wilkes Booth, then Abraham Lincoln. In previous videos, basically, that all are real stories basically, which are basically already generated, and they have created lots of more than 1 lakh planets, and their planets also basically has created lots of human souls basically, and there basically from human souls basically lots of families are created. So one of the person told that basically if one person basically want to do the marriage basically, the human souls group only basically can allocate that marriage basically. If that person basically is getting marriage also basically, and he is not having the birth also basically, then also the human souls basically who are giving the allocation basically of the human souls basically, who is basically going to allocate the human souls into the ladies bodies and men body basically. First men body basically connects with the human souls, and then basically the ladies body, then basically the birth process basically starts basically, and that is basically one chain basically. Because you can't say basically that one person basically who is basically going to get the birth, and basically up to what level he is going to reach, that basically even the universe group also basically can't say. That's why the universe group tracks each and every energy basically, because they know that human body is very dangerous basically. They can connect from earth planet to universe also basically, from their blood cells energy basically. That's why basically they kills each and every people basically daily basically, and then they takes the data from each and every human bodies, and they kills basically, that is 100% sure basically, they kills the human body basically. That's why basically the human bodies are very powerful basically, and the universe group also know because they have created it basically. So they know that basically how powerful that is. So one of the person told that basically are that is universe group basically, right? So universe group basically also might have created the set of people basically in earth planet also. They also communicating with set of stories, and they also basically connects to sort of areas basically. Then he told that yes basically that is also possible basically, and that is also basically ongoing basically, that is also basically ongoing. So one of the person told that earth planet is creating which all stories. That means earth planet is designing which all designs basically, which all design basically is design. So that is actually one question basically, and that answer basically I don't think basically nobody in this world basically, anybody in this world basically might be having, because they are not connected with the, because they, if they want to reach to this design basically, anybody in this world basically can reach, even through the satellite also basically, even through the missile also they can reach basically earth planet basically, earth planet current generation group basically. So one of the person told that they basically can't reach the existing design basically. They can create the design basically, and they can reach to their design basically, but they can't basically reach to the other design basically which is created by the other than earth planet basically, who created the earth planet basically. That is not possible basically. If they try to reach, then basically the satellites, each and every people basically get crash, and then basically they gets end basically. So end story basically gets generated of the each and every people basically who are into the space groups.